So I'm not instrumental music, and I'm not a poet either. But I'm glad to be among poets. The story behind the story is this is a tribute to right-wing women. I've been fascinated by right-wing women since I moved to this country 10 years ago, especially Michelle Bachmann. I have a fascination with her for some reason. I wish I met her 40 years ago. We had an affair. So, Michelle Bachmann, wherever you are, I have a crush on you. So this is called Right-Wing Loving, and it's an excerpt from a story. And they were giving me free wine all the time. So if I stop midway, you know why it happened. Okay. Her tiny American flag pin was turned upside down, but there she was on the podium, dressed in the red suit she hated but picked by Mr. Bachman. Mr. Bachman next to her, flipping his hair, those blue eyes glimmering in that Minnesota afternoon sun. And when Mr. Bachman tried fixing her pen and her usual fake enthusiasm, not knowing the microphone was on, not knowing Fox News was, yes, televising this, she said, for Christ's sakes, Marcus, don't treat me like one of your patients. Underneath my breath, I called for her. You can do it, Mommy. She rehearsed the speech over and over the night before with me. Family values, foundational units, God is queen, no HPV vaccine, down with Obama. She giggled while brushing her teeth, and we both prayed to Jesucristo, our Savior, that her hair for once stayed put while the liberal media snapped her photo. It always looks crazy, Maria, she said. Why? Why are they doing this to me? And it did. Diosito certainly listened. There, her hair, brown, bouncy, and flawless. 2 days before I flew in from Miami, bring her some of those empanaditas, platanitos fritos, hot yuquita that she loves, but can't get in Snow White, Minnesota. She called babbling her 25th Salvadorian foster kid was driving her nuts. She has tattoos and will speak to me in English, Maria. Why are people so stubborn? Marcos seemed to spend way too much time with his clients, and she worried that, again, homeboy was going to meter la pata and in no time they'd be the clowns of the Rachel Maddow show. Oh, how I hate that woman, she yelled, biting on the yuca. I really want you to be there, she said on the phone. This may be one of my last speeches. I'm thinking of retiring. And with that voice pelada, who could resist dicho y hecho? I told my lover, Natalia, that amor mío, that Raúl needs me to work on a mansion of some politician in Minnesota. And then she asked, what are you doing in that white-ass state? And did my baby look away from her computer? Did she eye me up and down with disbelief? And did Natalia unpack her bag, throwing the iron shirts on my face because she knew I love her and she knew I was leaving because I love her and I had to? Guess, Boricua, guess. I told my boss at Jefes of Flooring Solutions that my cousin was dying, that I needed to see her one last time. You have a cousin in Minnesota, Maria? Yes. No me estés jodiendo, Maria, we got too much work to do around here. But Raúl loves my guts because most of our clients are Colombian, and in this pueblo infernal, you want your own people selling you your marble and your flowers, Mommy. I am the first Republican woman in Congress. The audience stands up, cheers, woohoo! Michelle's lips wrinkle as she smiles and nods. I know what comes next. We are here to defend the Constitution. I mouth the entire speech until the little ghostly boy next to me stares in amazement, the prominent veins on his face like the Rio Amazonas going up and down and everywhere. His mother is chubby and unattractive, and I open my eyes wide, his curries next to her. Little Ghost waves his tiny American flag to me. I give him a thumbs up, even though I don't give a shit. But last night, while braiding her hair, Michelle asked me to please act as American as you can. Yes, you don't want to stand out. I don't, I said. You know, she says. Ven acá, Mami, I said, braiding the last of her hair. You do know I'm Colombian. Are we gonna fight over this? Can you just not talk? Can you just smile at people? Está bien, está bien. So what should I do about this brown thing, I said, pointing to my face. She She barely makes eye contact with me, but when she does, her eyes twitch, racing for a fist. I am a mother first, a mother. Ay, my troubled chica. Lucas, Harris, and Elisa, Sofia, Carolina, all of her children, all in perfect attire, church attire in a half moon around her. And then Marcus. I don't question Michelle about Marcus. I mean, have you seen Marcus? Neither do I question my name on her phone, Margarita Gomez, a fake name, her Miami drying cleaning lady. And you sometimes wonder why your congresswoman spends so much time in Florida. She's getting her dry cleaning done. This one time I pick her up at the Miami International Airport, and all the old white people and some Cubans circulate around her. Michelle, Michelle, sign my Bible, hear about my amputee child, etc., etc. She rolled her eyes at me. Not right now. I have to take this poor Colombian woman to a shelter. I nodded in compliance. Why is our president telling us what to do? Nobody's going to tell me what to do, how to raise my children, what to feed them. Only God can tell me what to do. Look at her, cachaco. La jeva is exhausted. Her right index finger massaging beside her ear. She always does this, points to the sky. The light wind of the afternoon tangling her hair. She could have been the president of the US of A. Think about that. And then why would that make me? Whenever we say adios, she reminds me to don't ever quit that job, Maria. I don't have the means to support you. But of course she does. And of course I don't want that. Money? Girl, if I was after your money, I'd be breaking news on CNN. I'd be la estrella del momento en Univision presenta. She doesn't smile, her face terrible and sad. That's not funny, she says. I think it's better we don't see each other again, okay? Okay. She erases Margarita Gomez from her iPhone. See, she points her iPhone at me right at my face, showing me as she clicks delete. We part our ways with a light handshake. 2 weeks later, a 1-800 number wakes me up. Maria, Maria, this child is driving me nuts. Talk to her in your language, please. Now, I know what you're thinking, dear reader. I do. Why would you leave your hard-working Boricua, one of the best journalists in Miami, a morena with so much tumbao, her co-workers bowed to her, aquí viene la señorita Foucault. Breaking politicians' bones with pieces on health dispariting hard-working families, and that one immigration piece quoted by some famous New York Times writer where she claims Puerto Rico's independence from the imperialismo yankee. Why then, mi reina, are you flying off to Minnesota? Why are you staying at a Motel 6 where the reception tells you there are no room for spics and gives you the stickiest room in the back when you offer to pay 2 times the price? Minnesota. Do you even know how to properly pronounce that word? Ay, pelada, but there you are. Thick curls in a ponytail, iron white shirt, sitting on a folding chair, picking at the curticles. Your lover, Natalia, ironed and folded that shirt out of guilt. And out of guilt, too, she ironed and folded those black pants, and out of guilt, you let her. And when she tucked in your white socks, your special tampons, the Tylenol for your current migraines, you searched for her eye, you searched for your twinship. But all she gave you was the stupid Puerto Rican literary magazine to read on the plane. Natalia and her small body, Natalia hunched over her laptop, cafecito next to her, reading your hilarious piece, each word flying straight through you, flying out of that one-bedroom apartment. The orange sun exploding out the window was nothing like the red yellow rays outlining Michelle's head now. Natalia running her fingers up and down your thighs before you leave, even moaning a little. And you take her hands and you kiss them and you return them to her. The ghostly boy passes me a donation box with Michelle's face sticker on the sides. Michelle likes that picture of her. I look like Nancy Reagan, she always says, and does her Nancy Reagan face. Gives me a thumbs up and a light kiss in the ear. Now, the entire Bachman family waves as blue, white, and red confetti falls on them. Michelle holds Marcus's hand. He makes her twirl, but not before she grunts, then shrugs to the crowd. I search for some recognition in her. I want the world, and if possible, Papi Dios, to send me a sign. Maria, Maria, you're so wrong, but it's okay. Nothing happens. She waves but doesn't look at me. He makes her twirl one last time, then lands a faint kiss on her cheek. His lips thin and purple, his face bulgy red stamped with a childish grin. A few of his patients hold Marcos cured me signs and he blows them kisses. The crowd disperses. I sit staring at my gringa's wild eyes in the donation box. People make fun of her for this. Google it, they do. Time magazine she showed me is trying to make me look demented, she said. Pero cachaco, I've seen those wild eyes resting next to me on NyQuil. Have seen them have clothes waiting for some touch from this mamichula, or wonder at the thought of sharing a bed with Marcos forever. Sometimes when we're in bed, I also close my eyes next to her but mind on water. She tells me it must be that tough upbringing in a wild foreign country, and I don't refute it. Maybe it is. We ladies in Grupo Nichos Una Aventura, her favorite. Michelle's eye close to the world, her fingers tapping on her ribcage, her fingers laying there without kissing me. Next to us, invisible, my boricua almost falling off the bed, almost breathing her coffee breath. And I wonder what she's doing with her other one, and if her eyes water when they hold hands, and if she's scared of leaving me. She is. Now, I see you, mi reina, I see you. You're there going, who does this third world bitch think she is on me? Like she's something special, cojones. Like Maria thinks we got nothing better to do than read about her love-scapades and hear about it here. I know. And for the record, there ain't a love-scapade. This is real on Michelle's tiny purple tulip tattooed on her ribcage. But I see you. Even Michelle says it whenever she's rolling on her pantyhose, just like that. You think you're really something special? Ah, Marie. Sometimes she calls me Marie and I chuckle. You really think you're something special because you get to see your congresswoman up close. My congresswoman. I remind her I live in Florida. But it is special. Special because she painted my nails blue. Special when she demanded I call her nothing but my mommy. Special, and now she's over there waving, arm around Marcus, her sad rehearsed body so distant. Which is to say, when people snap her pictures, I hid in the background next to trucks or folding chairs, next to the only brown people on this place who eyed me up and down the moment I said, "Perdón, me puedo parar acá?" Which is to say, I followed her eyes, followed me, followed the girl who, lighting a cigarette, offered me one. No fumo, gracias. I ignored her. Natalia's text message, Maria, we need to talk, por favor. Which is to say, I turned around and tapped the girl and asked for that cigarette and let the beating inside me pound and pound against my ribcage. Which is to say, I was scared. Thank you.